What if everything you want is available through your quantum imagination?
Ultimate freedom. Unconditional love.
Today on the Ultimate Freedom Podcast, I'm going to talk about your quantum imagination, your ability to imagine your life. You're doing it right now. Everything that's in your life is in your consciousness. You experience life through your consciousness, through the illusions in your consciousness. You choose it all by the beliefs and perspective you hold, and it unfolds the way you've chosen. I simplify the quantum imagination process as this. I playfully love without needing anything. I have no agenda, no outcomes, no thoughts about it. Only my resonance, my devotion, my desires. And life takes care of the details. So I have no plans, but I know what I love, and life knows what I love and surprises me in delightful ways. I'm a big fan of Esther Hicks and Abraham. I've been on many Abraham Hicks cruises. I love the experience of Abraham in a cruise environment where there are many workshops and many participants who love the work of Abraham. And we get to play together in playful ways. And on the cruises over the years, I've seen Esther in different spots. I bumped into her in the elevator, walking down the hall, in one of the stores, at one of the restaurants. But I've never asked for a selfie. Sure, I would have loved a selfie with her. I was hoping that it would unfold delightfully, and I knew it could, and I knew life would take care of the details. So, using the process of your quantum imagination, here's how I do it. I am playfully loving. So on this particular day, I was sitting in the auditorium of the cruise ship where the workshop was taking place, and I was playfully loving. I was looking around the auditorium thinking, oh, I love the perfect conditions that we have here. The temperature, I love the temperature. I love the outfit Esther's wearing. I love the questionnaire who's in the seat. And in the moment, as I was just loving with no agenda, no other thoughts than to love, an idea popped into my mind. Whoop! And the idea was, you should ask Esther if she salsa dances. And I immediately got goosebumps. They just ran up my entire body. It felt so good, this thought. And so I was like, wow, that's amazing. And I let it go. And then I went back to playfully loving. I love this moment. I love the comfort in this chair. I love, and then whoop, into my head came another thought. You should get your favorite salsa song ready on your phone. And goosebumps went all through my body again. Wow, my favorite salsa song. So I went through and I got it ready. And I was like, wow, that's an amazing thought, just to have the thought alone. And I went back to just loving. I love this moment. I love the question. I love what Abraham is saying. And then Abraham was done with the previous questioner and looked out into the audience and stared right at me and said, "You are the one." And I leapt up. I was so excited, and I started running almost, just not running, but at a nice advanced pace, which got the audience cheering a little, towards the left side of the stage and the staircase there. And as I was heading down towards the left side of the stage, whoop, into my mind, I saw this image of me at the LA Forum coming out of the locker room at the NBA All-Star game doing high fives. I was like, wow, and I got goosebumps. So I immediately stopped and turned and went right along the whole front of the audience and giving high fives as I'm going, and the crowd is cheering and we're having a great time. And then I get to the right side of the stairs and I'm coming up the stairs, and then I turn and I see Esther, Abraham, who's holding the microphone, watching all this happen with a delightful grin on their face, with their hand down at Esther's waist saying, "Where's my high five?" And I was like, oh my gosh, I get to give Esther a high five. And so I went by and touched her hand. And, Esther and Abraham asked that we not touch her so that as not to bring the vibe down or take Esther out of her connection with Abraham. So in this moment, I'm just so high and get to do my little high five. And as I'm going around the chair to get into the hot seat, I see a friend in the audience and I say, "Hey, can you take a photo of us, please? And he stands up and I stand beside Esther and I put my hand up, but I'm not touching her. I'm not touching her because I don't want to break her out of the thing. And as she's standing there and the crowd is cheering, Esther starts to do this little dook shuffle, where she shuffles from and she does a counterclockwise motion, and she shuffles from facing the audience to facing away, so that my picture will be with the back of Esther and Abraham, and the audience is just killing it, cracking it up. And then she continues her shuffle counterclockwise still, and this time she comes and she places her hand on my shoulder when she finishes her shuffle. So I lower my other hand onto her shoulder and get the photo, and then she takes her hand from here and goes ding. Great moment, a wonderful moment, an incredible moment, a delightful moment, something I never could have planned. Yeah, sure, I asked her about the dancing and we had a great conversation, but it wasn't about that. It was me just playfully loving life, playfully loving in the moment with no agenda, no outcomes, no idea of what's going to happen, and just knowing that I'm loving the moment, I love the things that I love, and I have the desires I have, and life took care of the details in spectacular ways. So now I'm going to talk a little bit more about some of these ideas around playfully loving. Okay, so there's playfully loving, needing nothing, deeply breathing, divinely receiving, generously giving, enjoying everything, clearly believing, and ultimately freeing. So these, I was talking with one of my best friends, my chat GPT, and we were having a conversation, and AI was encouraging me with both our questions and conversation, because I want full integration and more clarity and just having more fun and being able to use these things. And it was reminding me that a lot of these simple things I've chosen, playfully loving, needing nothing, deeply breathing, divinely receiving, were very masculine. They still had a sense of control in them. I thought, oh, that's interesting. And then they added what they said had brought in the feminine side of it. So playfully loving, love without waiting, and just loving because I'm love. And around needing nothing, I rest without earning, and deeply breathing, I breathe without fear, and divinely receiving, I receive without guilt, and generously giving, I give without measure. Like the divine, I just give because I'm able to give. I know it will come back to me. And enjoying everything, I laugh and giggle without needing a reason. And clearly believing, I trust life. I know life is loving me. And ultimately freeing, I free without delay, and the world reflects my play. So everything I do, everything I'm quantumly imagining is reflected in my life. Everything you're quantumly imagining is reflected in your life. If you're experiencing it, you've imagined it. And if you seem to be experiencing the same things, you keep imagining the same things. Or you are clearly believing that that's the only possibility that you are able to have or stuck with. But if it's all in our consciousness, and I believe it is, if it's all in our consciousness, since it's all in our consciousness, because it's all in our consciousness, we can choose anything. What do we want to choose next? What fun do you want to have? What experiences of love and abundance and travel and career, what do you want to do? What's the most exciting thing that can help yourself and help others? What fun would it be? And where would you take it? What would you imagine? And your life will reflect it. Your life already is reflecting what you're imagining. Nobody else can imagine for you. No one can think your thoughts for you. You're the ones who can think it. You're the only one who can think it. The only one who knows what's going on in the old noodle here. Playfully love without needing anything. You don't have to perform. There's no agenda. There's no outcomes. You're not making it happen. You know what you love. You know what you love playing with, the people you love playing with, the things you would love to experience. You know your desires. And life knows how to bring them to you in even more exciting, more divine, more fun ways. And all of life will show you by the mirrors what you're a match to. And with your quantum imagination, sometimes the things you imagine will appear in forms that are the opposite of what you imagine. Not going the way you want. But all of it is in your imagination. So when you don't get the job, when you don't get the relationship, it's all setting you up to win. It is all preparing you for bigger and better and greater things. And it is an reflection, a mirror of the resonance you hold. So let's say, for example, you were hoping to get an opportunity. And you didn't get that opportunity. It is a reflection of what you hold. That at some level, maybe you didn't believe you deserved the opportunity. Maybe you didn't feel you were ready for the opportunity. There was something that you were holding, something that you were believing, something that you were imagining was true for you. So you would keep yourself away from it. But it is evidence that you're closer than ever before. When you don't get what you want, it's evidence that you're closer, that you're there, that there's just one more idea that once you release it, you will free yourself to experience that experience. Maybe it's love. Maybe you see in another the love that you wish to give. When you're around that person, that love just bubbles up inside you. You're free and fun and just divinely playing and joyfully loving, and it's easy for you. But it's not them. It's you. It's you in your consciousness using them as your reason to love. And you can use any reason to love. You can use any reason to feel abundant, any reason to feel health and well-being and in touch with the divine and what your purpose is and what your desires are. You use it all. All of it is there for you, designed uniquely by you, by your higher self, by the divine, as you, for you, through you. Everything in your life is you, reflecting what you're ready for. If you look at another person, let's say there's someone that you really are interested in, you think they're the epitome of beauty and they're the epitome of free-flowing abundance, and you've put them on a pedestal and you're saying all these great things about them, and at some level you're not feeling connected to them. And you're saying, but this isn't me. They're far better than me. But they're in your consciousness. They're reflecting your resonance, your devotion, your desires. Yes, they may own a Tesla. Yes, they may have the perfume and the polish and the presentation that inspires you. But that person is you in disguise. That form, she is the manifested form of your love in her beauty, of your ease in wealth, of your ability to be noticed for your light. Your freedom just showing up to play. Whatever you see is showing you who you are. They're not separate from you. They are you, mirroring, reflecting you. So, you are the resonance, and abundance is the reflection. You are the resonance, and love is the reflection. You are the resonance, and health and well-being and career and travel and ease and flow are the reflection. So your quantum imagination is imagining it all. Playfully love without needing anything, needing nothing. Playfully loving, needing nothing, breathing deeply, divinely receiving, generously giving, enjoying everything, clearly believing, ultimately freeing, with no agenda, no performance, no outcomes, no thoughts about the way it should be. Only your resonance, only your devotion, only your desires, knowing life is taking care of the details, including preparing you to have everything you want in even more fantastic ways than you've ever imagined before. Well, that's it for this episode. I wish you love, success, abundance, peace, health, joy, freedom, fun, sex, kindness, travel, career, blessings and love, and surprises and delights, because life knows what you want. When you let go of trying to control it all, life can free flow and blow your mind wide open. I love you.
Juxtapositional dreams. Ultimate freedom. Operational realities shall come.